In this video, hello everyone, I'm Boris, and I invite you to brace yourselves for a journey into the realm of spine-chilling terror. Tonight we're delving deep into the darkness to unravel 3 hair-raising tales that will haunt your thoughts long after the screen fades to black. From sinister shadows lurking in the moonlight to unexplainable occurrences that defy reason, these stories will make you think twice before venturing out into the night alone. So gather around as we unlock the vault of fear and dive into the unknown, where each tale will leave you questioning the very fabric of reality. Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions that will grip your imagination and have you double-checking your surroundings. Welcome to a night of horror that you won't soon forget. Story 1. The clock struck 1 AM, casting an eerie glow on the wooded expanse as I maneuvered my cab through the darkness. A recent drop-off left me alone in the silence, save for the rustling of leaves and the hushed whispers of the night. Abruptly, an unsettling feeling seized me, as if unseen eyes were watching from the shadows. And then, as if conjured from the depths of my worst nightmares, a child emerged in the road's mist. The sight froze my heart. A toddler, no older than 3, sat alone, an ethereal figure in the moon's pallid embrace. Panic clawed in my chest, a mix of disbelief and dread. How could a child be here, in this desolate place, at this ungodly hour? I halted the cab, activating the hazard lights that bathed the scene in otherworldly glow. Approaching the child, his cries of fear and confusion rending the air, I reached out with trembling hands, but no words could console him. His terror mirrored my own. I lifted him gently, his cries an anguished echo of the darkness that enveloped us. Seated beside me, his cries persisted, an unsettling chorus as I navigated the night towards salvation. A driveway emerged like a lifeline, leading to a house swallowed by shadows. A glimmer of hope emerged, quickly extinguished by what awaited. As I pulled up, the house revealed a group of teenagers in the garage, silhouettes of indifference. The child's family, or so it seemed. Is this your kid? My voice quivered, a fragile thread in the chilling air. Their response shattered reality. Aiden? Where did you go? Their words clung to the night, like a haunting refrain, an absurdity that defied reason. They accepted the child as if midnight wanderings were commonplace, their nonchalance a sinister dance of shadows. Driving away, I couldn't shake the unsettling truth. A child lost in the night, left to wander alone. The spectre of that encounter remains, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can unravel even the most ordinary of nights. And so, my friend, as you venture into your own nights, remember this tale. A tale of a child lost in the shadows. A tale that reminds us that the true horrors often lie just beyond our comprehension. Story 2. 6 years ago, a night like any other led me down a path I'll never forget. After bidding farewell to the comfort of a bar and setting course for my college dorm, I rounded the corner onto my street, only to be thrust into the heart of an enigma. There, sitting innocently on the side of the road, was a baby, nestled within the confines of a car seat, a beacon of vulnerability in the darkness. A shiver ran down my spine, an eerie tremor as I stared at the inexplicable sight before me. The world around seemed to recede, leaving only the stark reality of a child abandoned on the roadside. Fear and disbelief clawed at my thoughts. With a racing heart, I reached for my phone, fingers trembling as I dialed a friend's number. Dude, I just found a baby. Can you come here? Barely having hung up, my fingers trembling as I reached for the numbers of 911, a screeching echo of tires punctuated the air. A minivan materialized, swerving around the corner and skidding to a halt before me. A cacophony of laughter erupted from the back, where 3 older children reveled in their hysteria. Bags and suitcases filled the vehicle, a bizarre symphony of chaos. In stark contrast, the driver's seat held a different scene. A mother, her face contorted in despair, her sobs piercing the night's silence. She bolted from the van, racing to the car seat, her fingers snatching it from the ground as if saving a piece of her soul. The father, his face a portrait of urgency, flung the door open, his movements a frantic ballet of remorse and redemption. The car seat was nestled back where it belonged, the child now secure within its embrace. My senses reeled, the scene unfolding before me as if scripted by a malevolent force. The mother's anguish mirrored the unnatural laughter of the children, the contrast a canvas of the uncanny. Words faltered on her lips, her sobs rendering her voice unintelligible. The father, a mask of responsibility tinged with desperation, met my gaze. We had to pull over a minute ago, rearrange all our bags, forgot the baby. As they vanished into the night, a sense of foreboding hung in the air. A dissonance between what my eyes witnessed and what my mind dared to comprehend. The child was saved, yet the darkness that cloaked the minivan bore witness to a tale that defied reality itself. As the minutes ticked away and my friend's footsteps approached, I was left alone with my thoughts. Thoughts that question the sanity of the world we inhabit. Dear viewers, what can we make of such tales? Are they tricks of the mind, or do they reveal the unsettling truths that lie hidden beneath the surface? As we embark on our next and last harrowing journey of this episode, remember that the line between the ordinary and the horrifying is often thinner than we dare to imagine. Story 3. Let me take you back to a night like no other. A tale that has left an indelible mark on my memory. Picture this, a bunch of us, 5 friends in total, driving along the quiet roads of the countryside. Our goal? To kill time while waiting for a buddy to reach his girlfriend's place. So there we were, cruising along dusty paths at allegedly 20 miles an hour, just chatting away. Now, the one behind the wheel suddenly slammed on the brakes, and I, seated beside him, looked up in a jiffy. And what I saw, well, it defied all explanation. We screeched to a halt, eyes locked on this bizarre entity right before us. It was like something out of a freaky movie. A creature, if I could even call it that, with no clear head to speak of. I was taken aback. Nothing in my wildest imagination had prepared me for this. Imagine this. The car sits still, and there's this thing, whatever it was, slowly sauntering across the road, just about 15 feet ahead. Its movements were downright eerie, its joints visibly bending and stretching as it went along. If I had to put a label on its height, I'd say about 4 feet, not tall by any means. But the legs, oh boy, they were impossibly skinny, like twigs. Its body was plumpish, measuring around 1.5 feet in diameter, and the colour, a plain brown, though I couldn't make out any hair. If there even was any. In that peculiar moment, a chorus of "what the heck is that" erupted from our mouths. Understandably so, right? I mean, here was this thing, moving in a way that made no sense, with no visible head to speak of. It was like a living puzzle, one we couldn't solve. Our gazes were locked on it as it strolled slowly through someone's yard, vanishing behind their house. And let me tell you, our freak-out level, through the roof. We couldn't shake off the strangeness of what we'd witnessed. When we finally reached my friend's place, we did something kind of silly yet revealing. We each drew pictures of that baffling entity, separately. Then, with a mix of apprehension and excitement, we showed each other our sketches all at once. The result? Our jaws dropped. We'd seen the same thing, no doubt about it. To this day, a good 20 years later, that memory hasn't faded. It's etched in our minds, a reminder that the world is full of mysteries we can't always unravel. And there you have it, my fellow thrill seekers. A collection of spine-tingling tales that leave us questioning the very fabric of our reality. From lost children in the shadows to enigmatic creatures that defy explanation. These stories remind us that the night holds more secrets than we can fathom. As you turn off your screens and venture into the darkness of your own night, remember, the unknown may be closer than you think. But our journey doesn't end here. If you found yourself captivated by these tales of terror, craving more heart-pounding narratives and unexplained phenomena, then my friends, you're in luck. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, because we're just getting started. Join us on the dark path as we explore the eerie, the uncanny, and the truly hair-raising. Stay tuned for more spine-chilling content that will keep you awake at night and make you question what's lurking in the shadows. Until then, stay brave and remember, reality might be more terrifying than your wildest nightmare. This is Boris, signing off from Call Me Horror. Stay haunted.